It's the Mithril Helm. It's from Eternal Return. It's the thing. I'm sorry. Oh my god, okay, we got a lot of people to talk to. Ria first, apparently. Ria, I wanted to talk to you. Go ahead, Faratras. It's just that I thought that this could be our last battle. If your seal is fully restored, I would say so, yes. We won't have to face any more battles. And we'll also be able to intercede with Queen Mooney by showing her that you are no longer a danger. I'm aware of these consequences. Other than that, what I was thinking was, we'll go back to our regular lives, right? I assume so. We both know that the duties of us royalty are pretty pressing. Won't we have time to hang out? I wouldn't mind your company. Look, if you're saying this because of what happened the other day in Lazulis, how could I forget the warmth of your hand? My heart was throbbing, and also... Oh... I like you, Ria. I consider you more than a friend. I think I'm gonna be straightforward here. Ria, I think I like you. That's quite unexpected. I didn't know you felt that way towards me, Faratras. Although I should have known from the way you were looking at me the other day when I got hurt. That day was terrible. I was worried for you, but I had to prioritize my mission, and yet I was so afraid of losing the one who believed in me from the beginning. Faratras. There she is, losing her austerity again. She looks even prettier this way. I didn't know that the vassal could have feelings for a woman. Is that a problem? No, it isn't. I'm just a bit surprised, that's all. And I'd reciprocate your feelings, by the way. Hell yes! Haha! Let's go! That was the most fakest haha I ever done. Then, when all of this is over, would you like to spend some time together? I know a few special places in Hoikade I'd like to show you. I'd gladly be your guest, and I'm looking forward to our time together. One of these serene times ahead gives me the strength to face today's challenges. I can't help but disagreeing with one of the things you said, though. I didn't believe in you from the beginning. You say that, but in the end you didn't execute me on the spot, did you? You even took me to Empress Phoebe. Whatever my reasons are, it's none of your business. I'm just saying that traveling with you hasn't been so terrible. So to answer your question, it is extremely logical that we continue to see each other and support the relationship between our countries. Extremely logical. Yeah, I guess. That's all, huh? Fine, you win. I, Princess Ria of Magnolia, enjoy your company, Lady Faratras of Hoikade, 4th vassal of the Demon King. There, I said it out loud. Are you happy now? Far more than you can imagine. Really? You're going to make me the laughingstock of all of Magnolia? Not really. If anything, that would be more progressive, if anything. I'm a little busy now, if you'll excuse me. Alright, bye, Ria. What was that? And I enjoy your company too, Ria. That was really sweet. That was really sweet. I love that. Suzaku, you're next. We've come a long way together. Yeah. It doesn't even seem real to me that we met in that forest weeks ago. By the way, you always said you were keeping an eye on me. May I know why now? Sure. It's not that it particularly matters at this point. We feared that you might be in league with Amaranth. With Amaranth? That bunch of thugs using the mana scourge for their own gain? That's a good one. So, you think I'm somehow connected to Amaranth? I don't think so. In fact, when we were at Garion's Fort, I noticed that the cult had more connections to me than you. They were connected to you? In what way? Because of the mana crest. Ah! Are you alright? That migraine again. Let's not do that second option. I feel like that's a bit wrong. Are you alright is the better one. Yes, they're just visions that I have frequently since I lost my memory. They've been absent of late, especially since we entered Lazulus, but as we draw nearer to the Midnight Shrine... Ugh! I wonder if this is somehow related to the power of the Demon King. The influence of the Mana Scourge here is intense. Are you worried for me? You don't need to make that face, Faratras. I'll be fine. It's Lady Faratras to you. Yeah, right. Lady Faratras. Since everyone in the group now just calls you Faratras, all this formality makes me special, right? You can undoubtedly see it that way. With you, it's natural for me to look in pride. I feel like this trip would have been a lot more tiring without your presence. Perhaps I just said something embarrassing. If you see it that way, when this is all over, would you like to get to know each other better? I'm interested. Know each other? In what way? It's better if we part ways after this. There's someone else. I'm sorry. There's someone else, which is honestly the well truth here. So I'm not trying to string you along. That's the best way I can put it. Is there? Well, of course. A woman of your status and charisma would attract many people. I don't know who this man is, but really very lucky, Lady Faratras. Sorry, it's Rhea. It's a lady. Actually, she's a woman, and the most fitting one I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. I feel like I'm the lucky one, having Rhea at my side. And Suzaku too. He's a good guy. Pardon the intrusion, then. I won't disturb you any longer. No, please stay. As I said earlier, I enjoy your company. I don't want you to misunderstand my feelings. Oh, I'm sorry. I did just reject you, so just let him be. I feel like that's the best option. Is there really space for someone like me at your side? Knight with no recollection of his past? You're more than just that for me, you know. Now I wonder what you mean by that, but I truly appreciate your words. Take them with a grain of salt, but here's something I can say with utmost certainty. I would love to help you as much as I can with your memories. Mikade is one of the most advanced nations in all of Arvium in any area of research. I'm sure our scholars may find a solution to your problem. And as for your concern about Amaranth, I will take care of eradicating that cult myself, rest assured. When you say it with all that conviction, I can't help but believe you. Thank you, really. It's my pleasure. As the vassal and as a person, I won't abandon those precious to me. I know you won't. I know. Aww. Well, shall we get going? We have a seal to redo. Future plans can wait. Since when are you the leader here? I'll put you in your place, mark my words. I'm looking forward to it, Lady Faratras. Oh, come on, stop it. And then there was one. Hi, Helios. Brother. Look thoughtful, Faratras. Oh, brother. It's you. You're not usually given to walking back and forth in front of my tent. Is something bothering you? Actually, I was just reflecting on what will happen next. You mean after we restore your seal? Yes, exactly. Guess we'll go back to Hokage once we're able to prove that the seal is intact and that I wasn't possessed. I just hope Mother will take my word for it this time. Which she probably won't because she's a bastard, but we can try. I don't know why, but okay. Manner-sized presence bodes well for Hokage's intentions, at least. Yeah, and knowing that you'll be at my side at the moment of truth, I have to admit, it gives me courage. Really? How come? Elias has always fought for me since we met. He saved my life on countless occasions. I left on my own, playing like an outcast, and I will return with the support of friends and a brother I never knew I had. This, to me, is already a victory worth telling. Oh, curious. I always consider you the center of my world. I've always known about you since you were born. But I didn't think that I, a brother unknown to you for so many years, could be of any importance in your life. You're very important indeed. Let's not get ahead of ourselves now. No, you're very important. I am immensely pleased to hear that. It's just that, despite how I may feel about our relationship, it is true that I know very little about you. I understand. I have every reason to feel that way, so feel free to ask me anything. We may not have another occasion like this for a while. Now that I think about it, after my seal is restored, I won't have much time to chat like this with my brother. I'm grateful for times like this, for as long as they may last. So then, what do you think about Hokage? Do you have any dreams? Have you ever been in love? I want to know about this guy's dreams. Just because his world is very limited. So I want to see what he wants to do. I feel like that makes sense. Dreams. That's something I haven't thought about in a long time. This implies that you have had dreams, at least in the past. Of course. I always dreamed of being able to breathe the air of freedom, but even before that... Yes, when I was younger, I simply wished to discover a way to help people. Helping people? That's a little vague, but all in all, we're similar then. Second thought, maybe not. I ended up hurting those I was sworn to protect. No, you're right. We're similar. And it's tragic that you were faced with such tough choices to make. These are choices filled with meaning if they will lead to world peace. I may not be forgiven for my sins, but I will be satisfied regardless. We're going to share the same burden then. Does he mean he'll offer me his support? He can be really enigmatic sometimes. But I'm glad to know that he has such lofty dreams too. Is there anything else I could ask him? What do you think about Hokage, buddy? About Hokage? Interesting question. On the one hand, it's the country I was born into, and on the other, I've known nothing of Hokage but an underground room. I'm always sorry to hear about the brutal conditions you lived in. Those who kept you in prison like that are awful people. Just one person, actually, and you know her well. But yes, I do agree.
So Mooney, right? I have to question her about that too once I get back.
Something tells me that she's not going to cooperate that easily. If the only reason that he's locked up is because he's like a bastard child or something, can we just like remove Mooney from like any position of power? I was very tempted to say just kill her, but we have to be somewhat just here.
Never got to enjoy the typical Hokkaidian culture. I assume you are not very nationalistic.
You assume, right? I had a good education, but it's one thing to read about our customs in books, it's another to experience them. I can't say that I perceive Hokkaido as my land, because I never lived there, if you know what I mean.
I do. And well, dear brother, I hope I can introduce you to the beauty of Hokkaido for the first time then.
I'd be happy to.
You seem to have a plan for the future at least. What can I ask him next?
Have you ever been in love? I've been in prison for so long. Do you think I'd have time to fall in love with someone?
I could have chosen my words better. Let me try again. Have you ever thought about love?
Is there a particular reason you're asking?
Seems so defensive. I think it hit a nerve there. I'm curious to learn more about my brother's feelings. It's just some small talk.
Of course, I understand. Alright, I'll answer your question. I think love is a wonderful force of nature, but also a terrible double-edged sword.
That's a pretty pessimistic view, don't you think?
It's also sad for me to say this, I sort of agree. You think? For me, the idea of losing someone you love would be unbearable. Life will lose all meaning without that person.
Is he talking about me? He must be too shy to admit he's afraid of losing his little sister. Don't worry. I'm sure that person will love you forever.
Thank you, Faratras.
Anyway, that's enough for now. I really enjoyed talking to my brother. Found out so many unexpected sides to him.
Something on your mind?
Nothing in particular, it's just... I hope we'll be able to sit and talk like this for many days to come, Helios.
After we get to the shrine, I'm sure we'll finally have a chance to show ourselves for who we really are.
That sounds great. I won't have to be the vassal anymore, at least around you. And that reminds me of the warm feeling I get when I'm around Lulu. I miss those days.
I wonder how Lulu is doing. She's the only one that actually had faith in us too, which is crazy. I can't wait for that to happen, my dear sister. Affection, Sandy, go up. That was very heartwarming. That was very nice, I like it. But I think it's time to go into blood and warshed. Lucos, you're my buddy for that, right?
Finally, you've come so far and now we'll be able to put an end to the story. Let's not indulge any further. The Midnight Shrine.
Let's do this. Well. Welcome to the Midnight Shrine. Which looks very threatening, mind you. It scares me quite a lot.
But hi. So, this is the Midnight Shrine. I must admit, it looks more ominous than I had thought. Be careful, Faratras. The Mare Scourge permeates the area. We're likely to encounter monsters as frightening as the Squink King, or even worse. So, this misrepresents the Demon King's influence, huh? I think this much of his power leaked before he was suppressed again. Isn't it dangerous for us to stay here? It only affects wild animals, so let's focus on reaching the shrine. Once we're there, I'll be able to prepare the vassalage for you. Are you sure you can handle this? I trust you with this, Shiori.
Full trust. We've come this far now. There is no excuse otherwise.
Leave it to me. You know, I'm not just a priestess. I received special training from the matriarch herself, Her Holiness Soraya. You never cease to amaze me. How many other surprising features do you have hidden up your sleeve? Oh, just this one, as far as I know. Well, you have my thanks. Even though we don't know each other well, you've always supported me. I really appreciate that, Shiori. How can I say this? I have always felt that I have a very special connection with you, although I can't really explain why. Deep down, I feel the same. You do? That makes me very happy. Even though I can't see you well with my power, I trust you completely. Yori, she's the kind of person who could bring a glimmer of light into even the deepest darkness. Perhaps she was able to do the same for me, keeping my spirits up during these extremely arduous times. What are you thinking, if I may ask? Nothing in particular. I was just taking pleasure in our special friendship.
What a heartwarming scene. I see you're still looking for validation in your little group of friends. Hi.
I can live without your sarcasm, Commander.
My sarcasm is well justified by the amount of unanswered questions this whole situation presents. For example, may I ask why you are coming here on your own accord? It's quite suspicious, to be honest.
How? How is that suspicious? If I want to do this, do you just not have any brains or something? Answer him, stay silent.
There's no point of staying silent to this dude, really.
Isn't it obvious, Commander? I want to perform the vassalage since my spiritual seal has been broken.
As I thought, it did break. So, are you admitting that you were possessed that time at the castle?
No, that's not it. It happened after that.
Believe it or not, it's as she says. Faratras was constrained to kill those soldiers, since her former master had the brilliant idea of brainwashing them. Then you can surely explain how Alvano managed to accomplish that, despite not having the power to control that many people? Are you implying that it was Faratras who did it? Her magic wasn't any stronger than Alvano's at the time. No offense. Lady Faratras may not have done it, but what about the Demon King? That's absurd. It is not, it's just logic. Nobody but the Demon King could have done such a thing, which means that Lady Faratras was possessed at the time.
And I would have directed Master Alvano and the soldiers to attack me.
If he truly were the demon, yes. After all, if the vassal dies, the Demon King will be resurrected.
Then there would have been no point in defending myself, don't you think? Truth is that I've been myself this whole time. Going against my people has caused me atrocious suffering. Torn apart by those feelings, the seal broke. And now I'm here to repair it. This is something the Demon King would have no reason to wish.
Or you could be the Demon King trying to destroy the shrine to prevent the vassalage ceremony from taking place ever again. I hate this dude because all he says is like, but ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba. However, ba 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 ba. Either way, your motive for coming here is irrelevant to me. I'll accompany you regardless, but if you should try anything.
There's no way to reason with him. And here I was hoping there was a real possibility of negotiation.
Everyone, bring bad news! Well, oh god. Kristoff, what is it? The monsters have started to move towards the Midnight Shrine! Moreover, they ignored me, as if they were hypnotized.
Good job, Kristoff. Your talent in reconnaissance is always appreciated.
Did you just compliment me? Are you feeling well, Lady Faratras?
Don't get used to it.
This isn't good, though. We have to stop the monsters before they reach the shrine. Its holy power might get corrupted if the monsters reach it.
And that would prevent us from performing the vassalage. Alright?
Indeed. Actually, it's best not to touch the shrine until I've prepared the ritual.
The Demon King must be controlling the monsters to corrupt the vassalage. You have no time to waste. Let's go. I'm ready whenever you are. Prevent monsters from reaching the shrine until 1 AM. How much time do I have? It is currently 10 PM. I'm just gonna have to kill, and kill. That works for me. But I think this is a good place to end it, because I think we're leading up to something very important. And I think I'm gonna save that. So thank you very much for watching. Apologies that this is a longer episode because of all the talking to everyone, and now this is even gonna take me a longer time, but either way, if you hung on for this long, thank you very much. And thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jibba jabba, my kings, my queens, and my royals, and I will see you soon.
Lord knows I try.